All right, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to look at a third tank. I've already looked at the T25 German, medium, and also the T127, both of which are going to be on sale this week. This weekend we also have the S35. Now, this is a Tier 3 tank. Unlike its brethren, it does not get preferential matchmaking. And yeah, that's not a huge deal with this tank. However, and that you're going to be pretty much playing the scout when you are on a Tier 5 match. So don't get too frustrated with it. Just lay back and stay small. But on a Tier 3 battle, this tank does really well usually. It's got a very decent amount of frontal armor on the turret, so you can kind of pop up and shoot things. And it also it has okay hull armor. It's not great. But for Tier 3, it doesn't take much to kind of protect yourself. So I find oftentimes that I get top guns in this tank when I play in Tier 3 matches. It's not guaranteed, but usually you have a lot of kills if you play smart. Now, one of the things that I talk about when I do these reviews as far as premium tanks go, it's not the greatest medium that the German line offers. It's, well, because you can't fit the whole crew into the tank, whereas like the T25, you can get an entire German medium crew. The Panther M10 and the Schmaltern, you can get a full crew into all of these tanks, but the S35 does not offer the space. It only gives you 3 crew slots, so you kind of gotta understand that this tank is more for fun than it is necessarily for training, though you can train. You can see here I'm running my 3001D. A couple of my guys are in this tank running it, so they're from the 3001 that I have. This guy, really, that's the only German medium I have right now. So these guys get put into all of the premium tanks. But you know, it's kind of a moderate speed tank. It's not very fast, but it's also not super slow. It has decent traverse and decent turret traverse, kind of normal for a medium, 40 and 41. That's kind of moderate turning speed for a medium tank. So it feels like a standard medium tank. Yeah, the 37 kilometer, that's not very good, but it's also not the end of the world. You know, let's look at the gun. Pretty high rate of fire. Decent penetration, decent damage for Tier 3. And that's really what makes this tank great. You can just quickly peck people to death. And on Tier 3, that's how things go. So there are no real... Well, there's a couple derps. But this tank is no derper. It's definitely a pecker. So you're going to peck things to death and go that way. And so I think with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the service record and kind of see how I run it. I don't believe there's a gun rammer. Yeah, there's no gun rammer for this tank. You can use the gun laying drive, which I do, though, because it has a sort of slow aim time of... No, never mind, 1.1. So at that length, I'm not sure how much that helps, but it can't hurt. It's pretty much like staying aimed all the time. And I got the vents to help the crew run better. And then, of course, because it's a medium kind of spry tank, especially at Tier 5, you're going to be playing the Scout. I put in mobile coated optics so you can see a little bit further and kind of spot for your team. And so those are the mods that I'm running with it. And let's go ahead and take a look at the service record, which there won't be much of one. Because, like I said, I don't run this tank very often. I like it, though. 34 battles, 50% win rate. That's not stellar. For a Tier 3 to have 450 experience per battle, that's pretty good. But this just, you know, like I said, 50% is not stellar. Especially considering it's a Tier 3. Most of my Tier 3 premium tanks have around a 58 to 60% win rate. So... whatever. It's not working out great for me, but it works out well. I think Ryan's got a much higher win rate on his because he plays it more. So anyway, let's take this guy for a spin. Well, do you like my Spaghetti-O barf paint scheme? I think I've used that joke before. Sorry. It's been a long week again. Actually had a lot of work, which is great. My company is starting to really pick up. So got 2 major apartment complexes that are going to use us. Well, companies, they own properties. They're going to be using us for their photography. So I'm going to be traveling all over the country this summer, hopefully doing at least 10 properties, possibly more. It's good news. Anyway, but it makes for long weeks because I'm talking to a lot of people, and then my computer company's also kind of taken off, so I've been got a couple big projects going on this week, and it's been good. Very thankful. So my wife and I've been praying pretty hard about it because it's been 7 years of not doing so well, and got 6 kids. Things get a little tight, and things get stressful, and it's rough. So I've been just praying for a breakthrough, and finally it seems like we're going to get it, hopefully. So anyway, yeah, here's one of our worst. Whoa! This is your worst fear, a tier 5 battle, and I got some big tanks coming my way, and I'm probably not gonna be able to get out in time. Oh gosh. Well, it's over. That's a crappy battle. Well, these guys both missed. I'm gonna call for help. Cannot believe I stayed alive. That was really lucky that those guys both missed. You see my bullet go flying up in the air? I'll try to keep the Chihi off of him. The Chinukai is a big softy, you know. Come on, reload. Rawr, got him. Now the Matilda I will not be able to do anything against. That thing is like rock solid. But the Panzer 3A is on my tier, so. Ah! Frickin' artillery. Bunch of cowards. Okay, next battle. Okay, not a bad battle. You know, for tier 5, that was what it is what it is. Didn't, well, look at my scouts, the top 3. How I managed that, we'll never know. Must have had a pretty bad team. But probably from spotting those 2 tanks to get some extra points for that. Not bad. You know, 10,000 for a non-premium battle, 9,000 really in a tier 3. That's not bad. That's about average. So let's go ahead and run another one. This tiering brings me a little bit more into my happy place. We're gonna go to my favorite spot. It has kind of become everybody's favorite spot, but I think at this low tier, not everybody knows about it. So I have a happy spot. Happy, happy. Look out, T2 medium. What are you doing? Little shoulder rub. Get a little bump on the head. The more skilled of us are going to duke it out on the hill. Not liking the way this is looking. I'm rethinking my strategy. Man. Yeah. Just to prove a point. This thing is slow. I'm not going to go to my favorite spot because it looks like they all went up the middle and our team is kind of falling apart. Yeah. I think we need to get more involved more quickly. We got a T-82 and an LTP down the tracks. We got this Panzer 3 killing everybody. Wir haben sie. I can hear the conversation now between the commander and the battlefield, you know, like the officers, you know. We regret to inform you. That's too Russian sounding. Yeah. Man, I'm batting 0 on this one. I got about a 200 average right there. We regret to inform you that you will be taking. No, that's French. That's a French accent. I can't do it. I can't do German. Come on. He's in the ridge. I can't hit him. And I'm certainly not going to catch him.
It's not going to be worth it.
There we go. That's better.
We regret to inform you that you're going to be driving one of the worst tanks in all of Germany. It's actually a captured French tank. It's not even German. Sorry.
But then it turned out to be a great tank anyway, so... Our FTAC is stuck. Alright, LTP is the closest target. He's kind of squishy. The LTPs actually have decent armor, but... Yeah, this is a bad position for me, though. That tank was such a turd. I went through that to get the Matilda, and it's so bad. Oh, come on, guys. Don't miss. I mean, I'm going to move. Yeah, bummer. He's below the ridge there. Well, we'll get back to him in a minute. These guys are getting clobbered. Oh, come on. You bounced off a tier 2. Really? Is that a tier 1? You know, low penetration, and then we're dealing with not only low penetration, but NP. He said, "Yay, team." I have a feeling that they're sneaking in the back because of all the things that happened over there. So I'm going to move this way. And we're capping. They may go one or two. You know, they could go either direction at this point. They could head back to try to stop the cap. Or they could try to force their way into our base. I'm going to try to be here just in case they went this way. Cruiser committed suicide. Yeah, it's hard to say. I was trying to figure that one out earlier. Did they get that guy too? Man, we rocked them. Okay, so now we have no idea where the remaining baddies are, but it was a good game. We regret to inform. I have to do an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent or it doesn't work. And he's Austrian. He's not really even German.
We regret to inform you that you are going to be put in a French tank for the remainder of the war. Yeah, so as you can see, that's what a good battle looks like. I was the second top score. Only the Panzer outscored me. But I did more damage than he did. I was the best damager. I always try to look at the bright side. Yeah, so that... I would say that that's a typical tier 3 battle with that tank. You know, didn't feel really threatened by much. Just went around popping people. It's kind of fun. So it's a good tank. It is. I just wish it didn't see tier 5 because tier 5 is a little too much. It's not fast enough that it can really do a great job on tier 5. But if you hang out, you know, you can get some penetrations on some of the tanks you face. But it's not an easy tank to play on tier 5. Tiers 4 and 3, though, it does fine. It's a great little tank. So if you're looking to spend a couple bucks this weekend, it's going to be half off, and that's the way to buy it, right? So I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to subscribe. And just so you know, I went through my channel this weekend and this past weekend and organized my videos so that my most recent ones are at the top, and then on the playlist they show up first, and then as you go down the list, it goes into the older reviews. And also I've kind of broken everything up into types of tanks. So you have, you know, heavy, medium, light. So if you're looking for a specific style of tank for a review, like, oh my gosh, I want to see a review on, let's say, the S35 739, just go to my channel, go to the medium tanks, and then page through there, and you'll see one of those reviews will probably be the S35. So as I review them, they'll get added. If you see one that's not there that you wish I had, go ahead and feel free to request it. And I will try to get that into my schedule to get reviewed. So if there's a tank that you've been wanting to see me review, then if I have it, I definitely will do one for you. So
Anyway, have a great night once again, and be sure to subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye.